Hey guys, so this is me, your girl Tia, coming with a really quick video on showing you guys how I create this book pillow, where you basically open this little pocket and you can put your books or magazines or different things inside of there. And I'm going to put a name on the front and a quote on the back. So let's get started. So the first thing that I want to do is go ahead and make some space, show you guys what I'm using. I have my pin cushion, my lighter for like threads and seams, seam ripper, measurement tape, pin and iron, sewing machine of course, some fabric scissors, and of course the fabric that you will be using. So I'll be using this very beautiful red and black plaid fabric. I'm going to go ahead and make some space so that we can start to cut this. So majority of throw pillows or pillows that I know are about 16 by 16, 18 by 18. So that will be the measurements that we are using here today. I'm just going to go ahead and get my fabric ready as I continue to explain to you guys exactly what you'll need. So as I'm measuring that 16 by 16, be mindful that we're going to need 3 layers of that. 3 layers of 16 by 16 or whatever measurement you guys want to use as a square. And then we're going to take that top piece and fold it in half. So if you guys are a visual learner, you'll see exactly what I mean when we get to that part. So now I'm going to go ahead and take that third piece. As you guys know, this fabric is folded in half, and this will be the part that makes that pocket for us to hold the book or the magazine for bedtime or just for your little nook. This is a really awesome idea. I thought that it was a pretty awesome idea when I learned about it. This goes along with the blanket that I made last week. If you guys want to check that out, go ahead and look in the description. You'll find it, as well as check out my Instagram at TullyVision, where you will see more Tully.vision. Actually, you'll see more videos that we have as well. So now that we have that 2 pieces, this piece will make up the bulk of our pillow. So if you were just making a pillow, this will be all that you need. But because we're adding that pocket, we need that 3rd layer of the same measurement, and we're just going to go ahead and fold it in half. And you guys see that that's going to make our pocket. Now if you want and you don't have as much fabric, you could just cut a 8 by, if it's 16, so it'll be 8 by 16, like rectangle, or maybe a little bit more than that for your seam allowance, and then go ahead and sew it. But if you can just have it to be folded in half and in a thicker pocket, that's great. So I'm going to go ahead and pin this on and get ready to sew it down. We're just going to sew the sides and keep that bottom part available. Now I'm going to go ahead and sew the other side. Do your back stitch and go ahead all the way down to the bottom. So here you see this is starting to create that pocket that we need. It's very simple, you guys. I believe that this one is pretty beginner friendly. And I hope I'm moving slow enough for you guys and explaining it well enough. If you have any questions, feel free to put it in the comment section below. I am more than available and willing to answer your questions. So here we're going to do front side to front side. We're going to get ready to sew this bad boy up to make that nice beautiful pillow that we need. We're going to leave our opening on the side to make sure that we have no problem with the bottom of our pillow pocket. So I'm going to sew basically almost around the whole pillow, but on the side of the pillow, not the bottom where I usually leave my opening. We're going to leave an opening on the side. You guys can decide to do the zipper option, but usually when I make my pillows, I just create them and throw them in the washing machine when it's needed. But if you want to make it a pillowcase, you can use Velcro at an opening or a zipper. But for me, I just create the square, leave a space, fluff it up, and use it that way. So I'm just going around my square. The seam allowance is really up to you. I'm not like so crazy about it, but you can say I'm doing about 1.5 inches. At one point it even looked as if I was doing an inch. But yeah, I'd say about 1.5 inches would be great. Not 1.5 inches, you guys, I'm so sorry. 1/2 inch. 0.5. Okay, so I'm just cutting off any extra because I had like that whole inch seam allowance. I fixed that up a bit, and we're going to go ahead and turn it right side out so you guys could see it. Okay, you guys, so now we are at this point. The pillow is done as far as before we put the fluff in, and I went ahead and used my Cricut to show you guys how I did it the first time, and I'm going to do one more so you guys can see if you do want to do the same thing with Cricut. If you guys do not have a Cricut and you would like to purchase something like this, to simply grab an iron and put it on, I have a heat press, but for video purposes I'm just going to go ahead and use my iron. You guys can do the same, just as I'm doing, push down with pressure, and make sure that is going to stay there. You want to wait till it cools down a bit. I was rushing, but I decided to just wait a minute and try the other side. And that's the name on the front, and I'm going to go ahead and do the quote on the back. I wanted to make sure I know where my middle is, so I did that little slit, and I also folded my vinyl in half just a little bit so I can see where the halves meet up. Apply pressure, wait a little bit, move it down, apply pressure, wait a little bit, and keep doing that until you feel like it's pretty secure. Be mindful this video is sped up. I would say apply that pressure for about 15 seconds before moving it down inch by inch, bit by bit. You want to fan it out, let it cool down, and slightly peel it off. I saw part lifting up, so I simply used that plastic piece to put back over and fix that. I'm just cleaning up everything, and that's done. So the next part will basically be fluffing these pillows up. And I have here some actually white snow that I didn't end up using for any photo shoots for Christmas. I only used a little bit, but it came with so much, I'm going to use it for fluffing my pillows. You guys could use old pillows if you want. You can also buy the pillow fluff and teddy bear fluffs and things like that from Joann's, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, even Walmart. Also, if you guys are doing it the pillowcase method, you would just take a pillow like Walmart has, the little white pillows with nothing on it, the squares. You would just insert that, a throw insert. So we are filling this bad boy up. It took a lot of fluff. I know. I pretty much like the nice stiffness that it has. I'm going to go ahead and sew it up after I feel like it's perfect. What you do is you're going to fold it in. Take your hand needle and thread. I'll be using black thread to match the pillow, of course. We're just going to go ahead and hand sew it. I like to tie a knot at the end so that it's easier to figure out how I want it. And then to make it just stay once I pull it through and get that knot at the beginning. As you guys are hand sewing it, just be mindful. You also could use a hot glue gun if you guys do not have the needle and thread on hand. Some people do that, and that's absolutely fine. I believe you can actually do this whole pillow with hot glue gun, so be mindful of that. You guys try everything out yourself, see how you like it. You probably can even hand sew the whole pillow if you don't want to do the glue stick, but you also don't have a sewing machine. It'll take some time, but it'll be absolutely made out of love. As I come to the end of my pillow, I like to go ahead and knot it up, and I like to just go over my thread with a lighter very softly to get any loose threads or any loose lint and things like that. And also take some tape or a lint roller and get that done as well. Make it look nice and clean and ready to go. So this pillow is done. You're just going to go ahead and do the same thing for any other pillows that you have. I'm going to do the same thing with the pillow for my daughter that says Isabel next to me, because I was just also jealous of this cute idea that I did for my best friend's baby. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.